We want to switch gears now. This year marks 50 years of the Greater Cleveland RTA, but public transit here goes back generations. In this edition of Leon-Bibb, Then and Now, Leon takes us on a ride through time, from the clang of streetcars to today's 24-hour network.
Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell.
The trolley song from a 1940s musical. Not a Cleveland streetcar, but it could have been. This city has long been on wheels, including years ago, streetcars along people-filled streets.
Although the car had been invented, the principal way to get around in the 20s and 30s was by public transportation.
This year, Greater Cleveland Regional Transit Authority celebrates 50 years, but transit in Cleveland goes back much farther, to the early streetcar era. Joel Freilich knows that history of the old Cleveland transit system and its electric-powered streetcars biting into the rails and streets.
A whole lot of the transit was on rails, rails buried in the street.
The highest ridership was during World War II, when gasoline rationing restricted automobile use. In 1946, 493 million Cleveland transit riders. Last year, about 25 million.
In the 1950s, those overhead lines still sparked to life, powering streetcars. Then came gasoline-fueled buses on rubber tires. But rail returned with the arrival of rapid transit trains.
That, within some years, became a line from West 117th Street east to Windermere in East Cleveland.
By the 1970s, the old system was fractured. City and suburban routes operated separately. Riders paid multiple fares just to get across town. In 1974, voters approved a regional transit authority, merging everything from CTS to the Shaker Heights rails into one system.
According to RTA so far, they have experienced a 10% increase in ridership today on this first day of the lower fares and increased service.
We're in a much, much better situation.
Today, how does RTA stack up nationally?
I can think of cities that are way bigger than us, more dense and more populous and more well-to-do, that don't have 24-hour transit service. We have a large 24/7 network.
At 50 years old, RTA looks forward. After pioneering a rail line to the airport back in 1968, another upgrade is on the way. Ordered our rapid transit cars, which will, for the first time, be usable on any of the RTA rail routes.
95 years ago, streetcars ran on overhead electric lines. Then came electric rapid transit. Now comes buses with cleaner fuels and hybrid buses and modern trains.
No matter the era or the engine, the mission's the same. Get people where they need to go. Then and now. For 3 News, I'm Leon-Bibb.
The next big project for the Transit Authority, a $10 million reconstruction of its East 79th Blue and Green Line station. It will remain closed for the next year as crews rebuild it to improve accessibility and rider comfort.